Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. If you have been guided to listen in on this channeled message, I do hope that there's something here that you are able to relate to when it comes to your particular connection and situation. If you are brand new, I typically start off with letters that could be a part of you or your person's name. It could also reflect friendships and even family members and just people in your circle, people in your life. So if it's not a romantic interest, it could be somebody else that's coming through in the letters and names that I'm able to pick up. We'll also take a look at zodiac signs. So it could be sun, moon, rising, or Venus, not just necessarily sun signs. So we'll take a look at that and see what I'm able to channel there. And then we'll go ahead and get into the meat, so to speak, of the messages that I'm able to channel for you guys this time. All right, it is general as always though, so please do keep in mind what comes through and only take the parts of it that relate to your situation and let the rest go. All right guys, so let's begin. Let me go ahead and take a look at the vibe and energy that I am picking up for those who are listening. So letters that are coming through at this point in time. First and foremost, I am getting the letter D. Somebody could actually have the initials of D. It could also be two people, a couple, you both have first names perhaps that start with the letter D. That could be significant. Or somebody has a name with two D's in it. Let me see if I can think of a name with two D's consecutively in it. Something like Freddie, F-R-E-D-D-I-E or F-R-E-D-D-Y, something along those lines. So, if your person or even yourself, if you've got a name that matches that description, then perhaps there is something significant in the messages that I'm able to channel here today. The letter H is coming through as well. X, U. I'm also picking up double T's. So same scenario. It could be somebody's initials. It could be that somebody's got two T's in their name, either consecutively or, first name, last name starting with a T, and two people who have first names that start with a T. So take that how it is making sense. I'm also picking up A, V, N, J, C, the letter O, Q, R, letter P, letter I, and E. So if any of those letters are making sense for you, I'd love it if you share it down in the comments. Let's see what names I'm able to channel. Daniel is coming through. Could be Dan or Danny. Could be male or female, actually. Could also be Danielle. Van is coming through as well. I'm hearing Joe. Could also be Josie. Could be Joseph, Joey, so many variations with Joe in it. Joanne, Joanna. Rosie is coming through. Courtney is coming through. Quincy. I'm hearing Hector. Andre is coming through. Philip, could also be Phil. Terrence, could be Terry. Terry could actually be male or female. Tom could also be Thomas, Tommy. Randall, Randy, Randall, like spelled different ways, or Randolph. Nancy, Candace. Somebody's nickname could also be Candy. Vernon is coming through. I'm hearing Roxy. That could be a nickname. Somebody's name could actually be Roxanne, perhaps. Cora is also coming through. Somebody's name could be Indiana, but that could also be where someone's from. Enid is coming through, E-N-I-D. And Oscar. Oscar is coming through. All right, so if any of those names make sense for you right off the bat, let's go ahead and see what comes through with the messages. As far as zodiac signs, Aries is presenting itself here. Scorpio. Taurus. I'm picking up pretty intense Gemini energy. Somebody could have a lot of Gemini placements, or maybe you do. You could both be Geminis. Leo and Sagittarius presenting itself here. I'm picking up for Aries, especially when it, well, actually Aries and Scorpio, when it comes to your love life, perhaps for the next 30 days, there's something significant that will come to the surface. Maybe you're not quite aware as to what's going on with the other person or a situation. So you will perhaps receive some sort of sign within a month. For Taurus and Gemini, there's something tied into your birthstone. So maybe you've got like a piece of jewelry, or you have a collection of stones or even crystals that might have something tied into your birthstone. I believe for Taurus, it's emerald, if I'm not mistaken. And I believe for Geminis, it's an agate. So if that makes sense, maybe you already own something like that, or maybe you're being guided to get some sort of jewelry, a necklace, a bracelet, or something, a charm with your birthstones. It could bring you good luck or good energy. I'm also feeling for Gemini as well as Leo. Take extra care of yourself. You might actually be under the weather, or maybe you just feel like you're low energy, or for some of you guys, maybe it's been a while and you're not feeling great. So this is a time for you to take extra care of yourself. And if you do know what's going on, pay attention to that and do whatever is necessary to get yourself checked out. Make sure you're okay. Let's see what else. I am picking up, though, particularly for Geminis, if you've been having issues as far as communicating yourself lately to a particular person, having to do with a situation, that could be affecting your health, especially if you're just holding it in or it's weighing heavily on you. And for Leos, what I'm getting is somebody might have really angered you. They might have said something, they did something. So if that's contributing to any health issues, perhaps that needs to be addressed as well. You know, maybe it's been a while since you've been emotionally balanced. So I'm kind of getting that vibe for you. Sagittarius, within the next 30 to 60 days, actually, at the time that you're listening to this, you're in a really good place towards manifestation. Whatever it is that you're focused on, whether it's work-related, finances, health, love, whatever it is, focus on that and put good energy, good positive energy out there, and you have the capability to manifest it in the 3D. And it would also be maybe a good idea for you to have your birthstone either in a charm or a piece of jewelry. That could bring you very positive vibes as well. And if I haven't mentioned your sign, that does not mean that you cannot resonate with the messages once we start diving into that, which we're about to do. Okay, so focusing first and foremost on what's presenting itself here, guys, has to do with third-party involvements. So some sort of interference in your life, whether it's infidelity or, you know, it could be something that's creating chaos or havoc in your life right now. It doesn't necessarily have to be about your romantic connections. Third parties can be anything. It could be your job getting in the way of something. It could be a friendship or a family member getting in the way or putting in their 2 cents and it's causing some friction. It could be anything like that. But if it is cheating, if it is infidelity, more than likely you are in disconnection from that person. You guys are in separation. But what I can tell you is they're still hoping that somehow, some way that you'll find the opportunity, or at least be open to it, to hear them out. I feel they want to be able to reconnect and first and foremost apologize to you, because they do regret particular things that they said. And certainly if there is infidelity, they regret that. I do pick up off of the fact that they have so much regret over what happened here and really needing to talk to you. But if you've blocked them, if you don't want to talk to them, if you have, you know, pretty much communicated yourself in a way where they know that you're not interested in even carrying on a conversation or to hear them out, that could be what the blockage is for some of you guys. But I do feel you might have an ex-partner here who still thinks about the possibility of what life would be like if you guys were to reconnect. So they haven't forgotten about you. They still think about you. But at the end of the day, if you're not on the same page, that creates some tension there and a blockage. So that's one particular message coming through. I'm also picking up, for those of you who are really into affirmations, that could be very uplifting for you, especially if you're going through some challenges right now. So that's something you should continue to do. It could be very inspiring, very motivational, as long as you believe that you are, you know, meant to be on the path that you are, and in order to manifest what you're really wanting in your life, you can have that. You know, give it some time, have some patience. I'm also feeling that for some of you guys, your family, they're really important to you, or the family ties that you have with people. You don't necessarily have to be related to somebody in order to consider them family. You know, your soul tribe, that familial bond that you have with someone, they're there for you. They always will be. And maybe you've questioned that, or you have felt that you didn't have the support. But I am getting here ultimately that there is something that needs to be cleared through a conversation, perhaps clarity, for you guys to be able to iron out whatever could be causing some issues in that connection. I'm also picking up for soulmates, you know, so this is for a particular somebody that you might be thinking about. Maybe you are not really seeing them as a twin flame. It really depends on how you see them. I'm picking up more so of a soulmate bond that you have with somebody. It's like you guys are kindred spirits. You just feel like nobody could even match up to what you and this person have. It's a very deep connection, and it doesn't even matter if you guys are apart or together. They still feel you. They still think about you. Now, part of the reason why you guys might not be together right now could have something to do with their loyalty to the partnership, or you could be dealing with somebody who was either afraid of commitment or they were not ready. So you might have questioned their devotion towards the partnership, you know, their level of commitment, whether or not they have what it takes to be faithful. So if that's something that you're focused on at the time that you're listening to this, I feel follow your gut, follow your instincts, because at the end of the day, if it's something that's coming through as a red flag, you'll already know it anyway, you know, so you have the answer that you seek if you are feeling like something's off. But if you feel that this person really is the one, trust that as well. You know, obviously, if you're not seeing any sort of red flags in your heart space with what you're seeing with this connection, then perhaps it could be the true love that you really are looking for, the kind of love that has what it takes to go the distance, you know? I'm also getting, for those of you who are in a partnership, and of course, there's no partnership that doesn't have its issues. You know, we all go through those ups and downs in our relationships, but this one is overall pretty good, very compatible. You guys get along well, and maybe you've been wondering, you know, Is this the person that I am meant to have a lifelong commitment with? Are we ever going to get married? Is that something that you're focused on? Their level of commitment, is it ever going to go there? And I'm picking up, let's see here, I'm seeing the number 8, so that could be representing August. Okay, so maybe during the month of August, you'll have a better understanding of where things are at with your person. For some of you guys, there could be proposals that could be coming in, maybe during either Virgo or even Leo season. We did pick up off of the energy of Leo earlier. And so I feel that there's something significant here during the summer months. That's where we are right now. It depends, of course, on where you live, but here in the States, we're in the summertime. And so I feel the next couple of months could really clear things up for you when it comes to questioning your person's commitment to the partnership. Because within perhaps the next 60 days, you will know where you stand. You will know whether or not this person is on the same page as you. So that is what I have. Boy, those downloads just came one right after the other, and hopefully there's something there that you're able to, tap into for yourself and have some clarity about it. All right, guys, so if you are actually interested in a card reading from me, I'll go ahead and include that link down below. But in the meantime, hopefully this is something that helped you out, and I will catch you guys in the next reading. Take care.